It's a song on a new album. It's called Home for the Healing. And I need to tune while I'm talking. Patrick Smith is a fairly well-known Florida author for those who read about Florida history and tales of days gone by. And Patrick he's well into his 80s now. Has really slowed down, and it was about 10 years ago that his sister passed away up in Alabama somewhere. He decided he needed to drive instead of fly to the funeral. And Patrick made it as far. He lived down in Melbourne, and made it up to the Pensacola area, where he stopped in a little roadside motel overnight. And this was during the winter, and it had been raining. And that rain turned to ice overnight. Patrick, being well into his 70s at that point, got up, walked out the door, proceeded to slip on the ice and have a compound fracture of his leg. But he decided that there was no way he was going to some Santa Rosa County hospital to be taken care of that far from home, because he figured he'd be laid up in the hospital and there'd be no family around. He didn't want to do that, so with this broken leg, he jumped back in his car and drove those couple hundred miles back to Melbourne to have this fracture that had basically burst through the skin of his leg taken care of. So I had read a number of Patrick's books and heard this story and decided that's the kind of stuff that songs are made of. This may be a little hotter than the other guitars. You headed out for the sad goodbyes. You headed out on a winter's night. 300 miles yet to drive alone, when unseen eyes turn to broken bone. He drove through the blood and he drove through the pain. Drove through tears, felt like winter rain. He did not need to drive so far, but he said that home's not always right where you are. So he drove home for the healing, home for the love and touch, nothing now, just a voice on the phone saying it's done and she's back on her own. Hands drop to her side and he talks to the floor. No place to go but back to before. So she runs home for the healing, home for the love and touch, home to the mending time, because home food, endless nights. But there's peace with these friends round this ring of fire. 6 strings in my hands and an angel choir. When I come home for the healing, home for the love and touch, home to the mending time, because home, you know, it just means